ideology from the Western men are ideologies that are being given to them through the society. And one of the problems that Western men have is the ability to lead their women. I am not using the language control, but I use the language lead their women. And most of their women despise that. And that's the reason why you see this issue of alimony, divorce, just rampant over there. But here's one thing I would say. It is easier for you to be upset with women and you say, oh, women are this and that. But if you want to lead a woman, if you want to be a leader in a relationship, the first thing you have to do is to be a leader to yourself. And when you have to be a leader to yourself, the question is, do you have your own principle and discipline different from the one that has been imbibed inside of you through the society, through your educations, through everything that is going on in your nation? What are the things that you have drafted out and carved out yourself and you have implemented it in your life? And these are your rules, and you are willing to bear the consequence, even though if you fail in making those decisions and discipline, are you willing to bear the consequence? The moment you come to that point where you have your own rules and principles in your life, like I go to school, this is how I go to school, this is the time I must be back at home. If I walk certain miles from my school to my house, I must not walk more than 30 minutes, maybe more than 20 minutes. If I wake up in the morning, I have to do press up. If I want to eat, this is the amount of time I must eat. I must not eat beyond this. What are your own primary principles that you have for your life? And the moment you can define these and you know it clearly and you stick to those rules and regulations, people may tell you, oh, it's bad, oh, this is wrong, this is that. Yes, in every decision you make in life, or any rules or discipline you make in life, you're definitely going to face an obstacle. And some of the obstacles are going to come as temptations. And in those temptations is to make you feel like what the decision you've made for your life is wrong. And let me say this, you can't make every decision in your life, or you can't make good decisions in your life, and you're not going to be wrong in some of it. And so the best thing you could do for yourself is be willing to bear the consequence even if you make the wrong decisions. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be room for you to grow, for you to adapt, to make some changes. You will need to create that part also. And that means before you make a change to your principles, you have to learn, read, watch the new pattern you are trying to imbibe within yourself, if that would be better off than the principle or discipline you're already living by. And when you can accomplish this, then it is easier for you to go into a relationship. It is easier for you to be a leader at your workplace, regardless of your position. And then coming back to relationship, it would be easier for you to make relationship. You see, everybody wants to be a good student. Most people, actually, not everybody. Most people want to be a good student, but there's one thing about the African spirit that is different from most of the Western spirit, is that most of the men here are stubborn. I use the word stubborn, and some of you will say, stubbornness is destructive. It has its own benefits. But one thing is, as long as you're not blind so much that you become too stubborn and you self-destruct. Stubbornness in an aspect whereby you make your own decisions and your own rules, and you make a decision, this is how I want to move my life, regardless of the society's talk. As long as you're not breaking rules or laws in the land. And in fact, the laws in the land are set for you to break. And so if you're not breaking it, the question you have to ask yourself, what are the side of these rules and side of this law that I can break and still go with? How can I break this law without breaking the law? All those things are concepts that men need to think, because until you are able to do this, then you are not yet a man of your own. And when you're not a man of your own, then you can't lead anything. You can't lead at your workplace, you can't lead your family, you can't lead your children, you can't lead in your friendship. And these are one of the garbage that I think that is going on. And if you work on it as Western men, I think you're going to achieve more progress with your women. Have a blessed day. See you in my next video. Adios, amigos.